Now, in the film, they have to do things a certain way. Jaden Smith plays my son as a 5-year-old. My son was 14 months old.
Okay.
That changes everything. He was still in diapers.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
And there was a scene in the film that takes place in the bathroom. And Will and his son create this alternative universe and play this game about being cavemen. We need to find a cave, someplace to spend the night. I had a game I played with my son, and the game was real simple. The game was called Shh. And that meant that no matter what anybody said on the other side of that door, no matter how hard they pound on the door, we're not here. We're invisible. Right. And the hardest thing I had to do every day, childcare. And you think about that. When you've got young children, next to your rent or your mortgage, the biggest expense you got every month is what? Childcare. That was the hardest thing I had to do every day. And to leave my little boy with somebody I did not know and hope everything was okay. Man, that tore me to pieces every day.
Extraordinary. And nobody had a clue in work, no?
No,
did you
they
turn
didn't
up
need
quite
to know.
presentable every day?
They did not need to know. I was presentable, but I wore the same 2 suits.
Yeah.
I had 2 suits, man, that I had to wear every day for a year. One blue, one gray. The joke around the office started, oh, that's Chris Gardner, he's reenacting the Civil War. Some days he's with the North, some days he's with the South. You gotta have a plan. Everybody's got a dream, everybody's got a goal. What's the plan? And your plan has got to have something I call the C5 complex. Your plan has got to be clear, concise, compelling, consistent, and committed. You've got to have a plan. And when you're trying to do something that you're truly passionate about, there is no plan B.
Okay.
Plan B sucks.
All right. Okay, so it's as simple as that.
You got to have a plan. I mean, think about that for a second. 3 examples. Michael Jordan won 6 NBA championships with the Chicago Bulls because he was committed to plan A, not plan B. Okay. Oprah Winfrey became the queen of all media because she was committed to plan A, not plan B. Whatever your politics are, Barack Obama is sitting in the White House because he was committed to plan A, not plan B.
Okay.
Plan B sucks.
Okay.
Is for someone to say to you, you're the reason that I didn't quit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'll never forget, man. I'm in, okay, having a bad day. You want to have a bad day? Have a bad day at the airport. Right, that's a bad day. Because everybody's having a bad day at the same time. Right. Something happened, okay?
Right. It's a collective
It's
belief.
always been, right? I missed a plane and I go through this thing, okay, the thing that we all go through. I got to get there, this is a problem, this is an issue, this shouldn't happen, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going through all this stuff. And a young man came over to me and he says to me, I have to share with you that you're the reason I don't quit. He shares with me, my wife died and she left me with these 2 little girls, twins. Wow. And there are days when I get up in the morning that I just don't know, but I don't quit. Yeah. That's humbling, man. Yeah. So that's a powerful thing. And I will say this, man, probably one of the biggest movie stars in the world to this day still, Will Smith. Will is the most humble, cool, kind, honest, sincere person that you're ever going to meet. And he's like that every day. That's awesome. Now, does he have moments in time? Yeah, but some of the things he shared with me, honestly, from the very beginning was, when you run into people like that, you got to appreciate that and you got to know that's probably the one time you're ever going to see that person. And you never want anyone to walk away disappointed, yeah. Right? So it takes a lot of energy, honestly, because you got to be on. At all times, you got to be on, right? But that also means that you learn to appreciate your downtime. And when you get that few minutes to yourself to do nothing, talk to no one, be quiet. We were talking earlier with one of your guys about my favorite place in the world.
Yeah.
It's my couch, man.
That's beautiful.
And it's nothing fancy. It's just this great big piece of leather, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't talk. It doesn't want anything. And it's just right here when I come home. So, hey, Chris, welcome home. All right? So you learn how I, like yourself, have some core things that I believe in. And that idea that you just shared with me. People talk to me a lot of times about hope. And hope's a beautiful thing, but I have to always ask people, well, what's the nutritional value of hope, right? You're going to tell your children we got hope for dinner, right? Again. Right? Hope's a beautiful thing, but it's always more important, David, to have a plan. And not just a plan, but plan A. What is plan A? And the best plan A's always have something I call the C5 complex. Your plan A has got to be clear, concise, compelling, consistent, and committed. You've got to have plan A. And you have to always be mindful, and I say this in all sincerity, plan B sucks. It does.
Survival.
I mean, you think about some of the biggest names in their respective industries and worlds, those people were committed to plan A. I mean, I know you're a big NBA fan, as I am. Michael Jordan's got 6 NBA championship rings because he was committed to plan A, not plan B. Oprah Winfrey became the queen of all media because she was committed to plan A, not plan B. Whatever your politics are, Barack Obama served 2 terms as president of the United States because he was committed to plan A, not plan B.
Yeah.
Plan B sucks, man, right? And something else you said earlier that makes me think of something that I share with people is this whole thing about owning it. First of all, let me say this. I agree with you. You cannot wait for a perfect world in order to pursue something that you're truly passionate about. The truth of the matter is, 50% of all the companies in the Fortune 500 were started in either a bear market or a recession. This is a fabulous time to be doing something, pursuing something that you're truly passionate about. And one of the key components there, Christine, is recognizing that skills, talent, and expertise are transferable. Why not transfer those things into opportunities that you're truly passionate about as opposed to waiting for the economy to correct? I believe there's going to be a resurgence in the entrepreneurial spirit in this country led by people who are 50 years old and older. Why do I believe that? Because these people who were let go and lost opportunities in corporate America were let go in their prime. They bring something to the table that guys in their 20s don't bring, and that would be the 3 R's. Basically, the reputation, and the Rolodex that you need to make something happen.
Yeah.
So this next wave of entrepreneurial spirit in this country is going to be led by people who are 50 years old and older. The most painful thing for me to say to them every day was, I'll be back. Meaning, I had to leave him daycare situations that I was not always comfortable with, but what I could afford. And for anyone out there who's ever had to leave their child with someone you don't know, that was the most painful thing in the world. You know? I always try to make it in the book, is that it was not just about me. It was about everyone who ever had every opportunity to become all the negative stuff that was right in your face. Alcoholism, domestic violence, child abuse, illiteracy, fear, powerlessness. But we all made a conscious choice to go the other way.